definitely I'm the guy to reach out to. Being part of ServiceNow for the last 2.5 years and mainly focusing on cybersecurity side and operational technology side. Today I'll be co-presenting with Nilesh. Nilesh is from Plat4mation team. We'll be talking about ServiceNow products and portfolio that is focused for the industrial environment. And then Nilesh will talk about how do we operationalize ServiceNow platform for the industrial environments. Alright, so, we have around 15 minutes to present, so I'm going to use the first 10 minutes, do a very quick introduction to ServiceNow as a company for the folks who may not know ServiceNow yet. And then I'll probably use a few minutes to talk about AI-powered plant operations. So AI is a big theme as a part of ServiceNow platform, and we'll touch base upon some of those AI concepts. And then Nilesh is going to talk about Plat4mation journey, and then how Plat4mation can help operationalize this platform. Alright, so given the limited time, it's going to be a very single slide, but we do have a booth outside. So I'll be doing one slide per product for the next 10 minutes. If you have any use cases, challenges, anything that you want to discuss, definitely I encourage everybody to please come out and talk. Alright, so ServiceNow, we were founded in 2004, 22 years plus in existence now. We serve 85% of Fortune 500 companies, around close to 9,000 customers right now, and the retention rate of all the customers is at 98%. Right? We are a fast-growing company. Last year, 2025, we closed at $13.2 billion. We are growing at 20% plus annually, and almost 30,000 employees and presence across various countries. Obviously, ServiceNow as a company has been part of the Gartner, Forrester, a lot of different quadrants at the top for service management side, cybersecurity, as well as being a low-code platform. And platform is the secret sauce. So it's a single platform that brings everything together, the people, the workflows, and the systems. In the last couple of years, since AI has been making buzz, we have 1,500 plus new features specifically built for the platform powered by AI released. So we are a AI platform in that sense. And all those AI use cases support all the industrial, finance, IT, HR, all those different verticals. We started off with GenAI, as everybody did. Then we moved to Agentic AI in 2025, and very soon you'll be hearing a lot more about autonomous worker and those use cases being addressed by ServiceNow. That being said, let me go to the next slide. Okay, so this is very specific to what we are talking about today, industrial workspaces. So we launched the OT side of the products almost half a decade back, and in the journey we have 6 to 7 different products which are available in the market right now. And these are some of the big customers that we have. We have close to 200 customers as a part of our portfolio right now, specifically for OT. You can see the different verticals here, right? Honda is part of automotive. We have Coca-Cola from manufacturing, Ford from manufacturing. We have Energy, Norsk Hydro. These are big customers of us. And then Siemens is a very big customer as well as a partner for ServiceNow. So this is one slide view of what we do as a part of ServiceNow platform all across for operational technology. I would divide it into 4 broad themes. The first one is gaining visibility. So that's the OT CMDB part, which is the foundations product, which basically ensures that you have all the necessary data of the assets and the devices from your shop floors captured as a part of your one platform within ServiceNow. The second theme is around cybersecurity. We'll talk a bit more about operational technology vulnerability response as a product, but there are more products related to security incident response. There are more products related to DevOps and SecOps related stuff. So those will not be covering, but definitely happy to talk about those products as a part of our conversation at the booth. Then the second theme is around digital transformation. So we have OT service management and industrial connected workforce. You hear a lot about industrial connected workforce. Plat4mation has been a big part of that journey. And then the last theme is around the OT asset management and OT asset health management. So these are the products that we'll cover very briefly. Starting off with OT visibility. So this is the basis of complete platform. You start off with the journey. You bring in the assets from different places, different locations that you already have. Some of it may be in Excel sheets, some of it may be in some other systems. So there is a way to bring all these pieces of information and asset into ServiceNow. There's a dedicated data model for ServiceNow to cater to different kind of OT assets, whether it's a PLC, engineering workstation, RTUs, etc. So there's a OT specific data model to bring in all this information. Plus you can also overlay the context of the processes on top. So bring in the assets, you bring in, what your assembly line looks like, what the manufacturing line looks like, how is the hierarchy, what is the upward and downstream impact of all those different processes. Typically, everything that gets covered by ISA 95, there is a template available out of the box to make sure that you have that process overlay on top of it. We have 14 plus different integrations right now that can help bring all this asset information. You can start off with Excel integration, bring the data from Excels. We have integrations with Clarity. We have integrations with RMIS. And we also have our own native capabilities to do the discovery. So ServiceNow discovery for IT has been there for quite a long time. On the OT side, we recently acquired a company called Mission Secure, and that adds to our portfolio to do the discovery and the Plat4. So if you are looking at discovering of the assets, ServiceNow can definitely help you do that as a part of the visibility skew. And then on top of that, once you bring in the data, all these pieces of information can be easily operationalized. Did I miss anything? Yeah, one big news probably you guys have already heard is RMIS is being acquired by ServiceNow. We can't talk much about it, but once that comes in, that adds to the portfolio that we have for visibility, and then also for a lot of cybersecurity use cases that we can sort together. Not only on the operationalizing part of it with the SecOps queue, but also just the detection pieces and the threat intelligence and all of that pieces that comes along with RMIS. Alright, so this is the one product that we're going to talk about from a cybersecurity standpoint, which is operational technology vulnerability response. There are two capabilities that we have. One is a native capability. So bringing the asset information, we can immediately find out if there are vulnerabilities within that asset. We bring in the data from NVD and all the other different sources to populate the common vulnerabilities which are available. Once that is done, you can look at that data, operationalize it. You can do the contextualization of data within your environment. So if you have a specific business process, which is of high criticality, you can use that as a context, feed in that information within ServiceNow and say that for these processes, I'll not be able to manage this kind of risk, and hence I want to mitigate the risk, bring it down, and let's focus on this. So it helps you mitigate the right risk, contextualize for your environment, and then operationalize the responses accordingly. Again, for vulnerability response, we have our own native way of finding the vulnerabilities, but we can also do the integration. So if you have Clarity, Nozomi, RMIS, all of those kind of solutions which are detecting the vulnerabilities within your environment, we can bring that information in and then we can operationalize that. So that's one of the SecOps queue. There are quite a few other SecOps related products available for the platform which are applicable for the OT environment, and we can definitely talk more about those. Okay, so this is the third theme. The first was visibility, the second was about security. So this one is about asset management. The value of asset management basically lies within two pieces. The first one is the obsolescence management. So you bring in all the asset information, you enable the OTAM piece of operational technology. Once you do that, you get information related to the life cycle of that asset. You can find out, hey, if this specific device is end of life, end of support, end of sale, and how does that impact your operations. And second, it can actually encapsulate the entire life cycle of that particular asset. So you can start off with planning phase, you bring in all the asset information, you do the acquiring of the asset, you do the deployment, operationalize those, do a regular maintenance of that asset, and all of these available as a part of the workflows, and then you can retire that. Ultimately, the value is basically decreasing the inventory cost and then making sure that the total cost of ownership is brought down. Alright, so this is the second SKU under the OT device health. So OT device health basically helps bring in all the alert information from different platforms. So if you have Dynatrace or if you have SolarWinds doing all those detections related to the health of the asset, you can bring those information in. You can operationalize all that information and figure out what is the noise and cut down on the noise and focus on solving only the problems which are impacting your manufacturing environment. So from the asset perspective, there are various integrations, Dynatrace, SolarWinds. We are building an integration right now with Aviva Connect, and we also have integrations with AWS IoT Sitewise. So part of it is addressing the process side of it, and part of it is addressing the device side of it. The ultimate benefit is you figure out which are the right alerts that needs to be responded to, and make sure that you are responding only to those alerts and cut down all the noise. Alright, so there are two products that I'm going to talk about. One is the service management and the next one is industrial connected workforce. Both of these products are part of the digital transformation. So today, a lot of work that gets done on the shop floor does not get documented well. There is no digital footprint, it's very difficult to audit it. So what OTSM, OT Service Management, helps with is the use cases around if there's an incident, you can log an incident, you can respond to an incident within ServiceNow platform using OTSM. If there are cases like, hey, there's a request that has come in to operationalize something, there's a request management workflow that is available as a part of OTSM. And most importantly, there's a change management workflow. So there are different change models which are available out of the box. You can operationalize the basic or the advanced change models. You can create your own change models. And every time you are making a change to a specific asset or a device or an equipment, you can log it as a part of OTSM. And what this results in is a repository of knowledge for a specific incident, how it was resolved, how do you apply a specific change. All this knowledge becomes digital footprint, and then we have GenAI use cases on top of it. So if the same incident has happened in a separate plant, we can find out, hey, there's a way to resolve this, and this is how it was resolved in the past, and GenAI can do all the correlation, and then it can be resolved very quickly. So OTSM is definitely one product that we see a lot of uplift, especially for the digital transformation journeys. The next one is the industrial connected workforce, right? So this one is basically a product that helps you define your own SOPs. If you have a standard operating procedure to do a specific task on the shop floor, you can create that SOP, you can monitor that specific SOP, and then there are use cases around it. So if there's any deviation, you can do deviation management as a part of it. If there's any issue, you can do an RCA, and then all of that again feeds into a specific knowledge base. And all that knowledge, again, with the GenAI use cases can be operationalized very easily, a lot of correlation, and that's how the entire platform can use all the knowledge from all the different modules and tell you specifically where things are going wrong and how to prevent it. So it helps with all the unplanned downtime related issues over a period of time, and you can clearly cut down on those. And last but not the least, the entire platform is built on top of a specific, very high performance database. And all of that can be operationalized, and you can have OT use cases embedded with everything AI. So autonomous workers coming out soon. The GenAI piece is already available. You have a lot of use cases across all those products are being solved with GenAI. And then AI agents also is part of that. And all of that you can create your own dashboard. So you can have the visibility that you want to give to your CISOs, your CEOs. You can have the visibility at the plant level, create your own specific dashboards. And all of that will be available as a part of your site, your entire hierarchy. So with that, I know you have very limited time left. I'll let Nilesh continue with the rest of the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dharmesh, and good morning, everyone. I think I'll quickly introduce myself, Nilesh Parambi. I'm from Plat4mation, and I'm a certified master architect, carries around more than 17 plus years of experience in IT and also in ServiceNow. So I will be talking about the Plat4mation first, who we are and what are the solutions or implementations that we did with the different customers. So we are one of the largest pure play ServiceNow elite implementation partner in the EMEA region. And the company started around 12 plus years ago in the EMEA region. We have the pure ServiceNow elite implementation partner status as well. We have employees around 700 and plus across the different geographies. As you see, we have delivered more than 2,000 plus projects, and there are offices in more than 30 countries. And we basically help organizations to make their workflow, that's how we call it, to make the workflow, right? With the technical excellence and help them with the business strategies, delivering advisory, implementation services and managed services across ServiceNow platform. And with respect to leadership or the credentials from ServiceNow perspective, So as I mentioned, we are the largest independent ServiceNow pure-play partner in EMEA. We have the elite partner status for the EMEA region, and also we are backed by ServiceNow ecosystem venture strategic investment. The customer satisfaction score stands around 4.54 out of 5, sorry. And we have around 8 validated ServiceNow practices and 6 global and EMEA awards. There are more than 2,000 plus product certifications that we have across different geographies within the Plat4mation. And these are some of the credentials that you see. And these are the global manufacturers that are trusted, and we have projects going on with many of them, and we have helped them with the manufacturing solutions that Dharmesh talked about in the domain of material, ingredients, food and beverages. So as you can see, some of the largest customers are already adopting these products into their processes, into the systems. And I would like to also talk about from the different products that we have implemented at the different customers. So starting with the supply chain management, solutioning, operations, customer service, and business support. For the supply chain, basically we help customers to reduce the waste, the risk, and also help them to strategize and streamline the process across different departments. We help them to structure the workflows, define, providing the transparency and ownership, helping them to make the decision faster. From the customer management perspective, we are helping customer to increase the customer satisfaction by eliminating the cost and also supporting customers with the self-service capabilities across the customer service management stream and processes. And this is also supported by the customer service management solutions by ServiceNow or the products by ServiceNow, as you can see. Then from the manufacturing operations perspective, as Dharmesh mentioned, the connected workforce solution that we have implemented, providing the digital operational excellence across different sites globally for some of the customers. And this helps basically as Dharmesh mentioned, the ground floor operators to make their job really easy, coordinated, faster, and it also helps to collect that structural data, which will help in not only the AI models, but also for faster decision making and better visibility. And the solutions or the products, basically, as Dharmesh mentioned, the connected worker solution, the operational technology, and the asset management that we have used. For the supply chain management, we are helping with increasing the resilience, removing the waste in the supply chain, and also providing suppliers with the self-service capabilities to better coordinate with the team, to streamline the processes, and also broaden the visibility across different sections. Also making sure the efficient material, cost, and information flows. And of course, this is powered by the source-to-pay and supply lifecycle management solutions. So on top of these, there are also application engine and ServiceNow AI solutions as well. So application engine also supports in the customizing. If you have a very specific use case that doesn't fit into these products, then the application engine solutions can also help you to address these within ServiceNow platform. And the benefit that the customers are leveraging is, of course, using the best practices from manufacturing, reducing the overall risk. They are increasing the supply chain agility and cost saving. Plus, they get the increased visibility across their assets, their processes, and increased customer and employee satisfaction. It removes the waste, unnecessary waste, and it makes the decision making faster because you have the visibility across your different processes, vulnerabilities, and the assets. These are some of the references from our customers. I would like to talk about few. We can talk more about the others at our booth. But for example, for ASML and Heineken, we manage more than 5,000 OT assets with the ServiceNow configuration management database and service operations from the OT perspective. This also helps in making sure that address the challenges with respect to availability risk of the assets. It also helps in making sure that the lack of risk in the service processes is addressed as well. For the customers like Philips, we have also helped with the OT system of records and managing the OT assets for them, and defining responding to the security vulnerabilities with respect to the governance risk compliance framework that they have. And this also helped in managing the single system of records, right? We have the IT and OT in a single platform. We have vulnerability response where you get the visibility and the traceability for the vulnerabilities across different assets as well. For the customers from the food and beverage perspective, the Danone, JD, and Ajinomoto, we are helping them with a connected workflow solution where they are using it across the different sites of the shop floor to automate the process, to standardize the process, to do the scheduled maintenance, regular maintenance, root cause analysis, everything with the help of these products. And that also helped them to increase the productivity and the challenge which they had with respect to reducing the OPEX standards, reducing the OPEX expenses, and also standardizing the process. So we can talk about more of the other use cases at our booth, where you can also learn how other customers are leveraging these products what Ramesh mentioned and I also showed you. So please welcome and do join us at our booth. Yeah, that is it. Thank you.